Salutation Fox, aka Raziera, back with more Rogue Trader. And yeah, the stream's title should be indicative of my hopes about this. Might. Maybe we can go over here, see what.
Let us not dawdle.
We can't exit. Maybe we can go over here somehow. Well, let's try this again. Because it was Winter Scale. Blood for the Rogue Trader's throne! Skulls for the Skull God! Da 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 da. Yeah. He's possessed by corn, such and so on. Is that because you're doing? Okay, goes, what have you become? So, in so short time? What others does one need? To fulfill their purpose. I go your own seneschal. Another spring new blood, as I died last night. Persuasion. Mindless hunting. Dissertation test succeeded. Testing the boundaries, are we, Ensara? I like your bones. We should stay around Levy's throat. What happened here? I think just there's a. What happened here? Who dared? Sure. Your archmilitants is a heretic and serving the chaos. Use one van the flames of your rage. Last chance, Catalyst. Lead the last one to the axe. Lesser you. Skinner, Iron Banner, Blood. You will forget. You're sure on the kill. So you don't dry your loneliness and boredom, is it not? This is all you're doing, you wretched cur! Show you misery. That's forcing me! No one forced you, kind millionaire desire. Father, you made your crimson rage blossom. You suspected your own pride, so you recognize your weakness. Recognizing your weak. Just like a weak, worthless, so suddenly you're joining this race and still resist. You receive the blessing of the skull god last word, on why he will aim you all. Well, Calico's winter scale lies on the ground, staring at us in the sky with quite a hammer. His pelvis twists unnaturally. His next to his triggers an arm. Bone sheet. There's no sense of stopping. It's a good fight. It was a good fight, New Blood. Your spine seems to be damaged. There's no walking with that. It seems you may be correct. I'm feeling a little stressed. Others, of course. What now? Alright, let's let my escort and maybe her help. And you should go. There are some other scars on the wells out there. hope your people will take care of you. I see him on the stars, Caligas. Farewell, rogue trader. His last chance to this consciousness. Oh, that was much easier. Okay. This stream title is suddenly very, very, very ironic. Oh well. Entrench. Ooh, both of these are good though. Foreboding.
always have a backup plan.
I guess I... Well... Okay. Well, Adira? Not regret... Adira, how are you? Not regretting your decision, are you?
Never been better, Lord Captain. No joke. As soon as I stopped fearing for my life, even the voices in my head quieted down. But don't get me wrong, they will come back. And one day I'll find myself in a situation I can't get out of. But for now, I'm fine. And it's all thanks to you. You know, I think it's pretty ironic that my gifts lets me see the future, when thinking about the future is the thing I'll do anything to avoid. Substances of all kinds, jokes, stories about their good old days. I hide under them all like a blanket. As long as I don't poke my head out, everything will be okay. At least, that's what I thought.
Relatable, Adira. Relatable. So relatable.
But I'm tired of living other people's stories. I want to tell my own. I don't know when or how mine will come to an end, but I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that somebody someday tells at least one decent story about Adira Tlass. And I can't think of a better way to do that than by standing shoulder to shoulder with you.
One story, don't sell yourself short. You know your image to fill a tome.
Then what are we waiting for? Get a scribe in here. We need to get all this down before we forget. But we have to make me more heroic and powerful so that I come out looking the best next to your other companions. What do you reckon? How many wastrels have we slaughtered? 1 million? Stuff that. Let's make it 2.
Yeah, it's great. By the way, you're leaving the ship. Nah. Where do you come from?
Lyra, an outlying world in the Heathen Stars region. In the Koronus Expanse, the deeper you go, the less visible the Astronomicon gets, and the less people know about the Imperium. The arrival of a rogue trader is the best thing that can happen to a world like that. The very best.
What you do campfire to be on the ship?
Oh, I embroidered wall hangings in honor of our national heroes. I did the same thing I do here, Lord Captain. Divining. Our rulers prized the ability to see into the future. Every psyker that could be found was worth a small fortune on Lyra.
Really?
There's no such thing as a peaceful life on Lyra. People like me were especially sought after. They'd pick psychers up wherever they found them, buy kids off their parents, even just abduct them. Take me for instance. I got taken from my street gang. The older kids sold me when they noticed there was something off about me. The ruling dynasties had schools where they trained us and beat us black and blue. And then they packed us off to serve. Some of us held on for a long time, but others didn't last. Not everyone's as smart and talented as me, you know. Some people crossed the line and were out of commission before their time.
I just didn't know Roach service.
Theodora von Valances paid a visit to the ruler I was serving at the time. I don't know what the visit was for, and it's no business of mine anyway. I can still remember the way the voices in my head changed when I looked at her. They were practically screaming. She had so much behind her, and plenty ahead of her too. And as I gawped at her, all of a sudden I heard a whisper. A hint, a suggestion, nothing more. But I know the difference between idle chatter and a real threat. I seized my chance and approached Theodora. I managed to whisper a couple of words in her ear before the wardens dragged me away. They beat me and locked me up. No wonder. It wasn't my place to converse with outsiders. And then, Theodora's people came for me. They broke down the wall, butchered the guards, also I could tell them my warning in full. So I said the rest, but I didn't want to go back to my old life. And so I entered the service of the von Valances dynasty.
You never finished your story about the first time crossing the warp.
It wasn't like it was a very fun trip, Lord Captain. But look, if you want to be entertained, I'm the woman for the job. I'll entertain you with one of the stories from my collection, no problem. But if you want to hear about the time I melted everyone in the Valiant's door, well, I just don't really want to go into the details on that one, alright?
Makes sense. Let's talk about something.
Of course, Lord Captain.
Got a new story for me, Raziera?
You bet I do, Lord Captain. Okay, so we went to Footfall once. Well, I mean, Lord Captain Theodora went to Footfall a lot. But on that occasion, she took me with her for some reason. My day had gotten off to a bad start. My head had been yammering since I woke up, but there was nothing else for it. I had to go. We arrived at the place, and what a place! All the gentlemen and ladies dressed to kill, showing off their encrusted implants, all clustered around little tables. Well, turned out it was a gaming den. And not just any gaming den, but one run by somebody with deep pockets for people with just as much cash to splash. You should have seen it. People gambling away planets in a game of regicide. Anyway, so the Lord Captain wanted me to help her beat some guy. So I tell her, the chips won't land in your favor. You'll get a bad hand. Don't sit down at that table, your ladyship. But did she listen? Of course she didn't. If there's one thing she never lacked, it's stubbornness.
Uh-huh.
So they sat down and the cards were dealt. I'm hovering around like I'm not involved, but I'm keeping my eye on things. And everything in my head keeps getting louder and louder. Anyway, it's a good thing I realized in time that my mind wasn't going haywire over a losing hand, but something else. I made some excuse to drag the Lord Captain up from the table and took her away from that place. And a few minutes later, the room where we'd been... It turned out some wise guy had the same bright idea to bring a pet psyker along with him. One of those ones who just scuttle around in Footfall's underbelly. And the psyker just freaked out, I guess. After all the commotion, people went to see what happened in the room. And they'd all gone for each other's throats. Literally. With teeth. And I think they completely detached that asteroid from Footfall and pushed it off into open space so it would head off toward the local star.
Good story. Let's take our leave.
Of course. Always at your service. Whenever you need me.
So, that's done. Smaragdus Mundos. Contracts? Profit factor is more valuable than. Let's just see if there's anything new. No? No. I factored them. We're sure this was to give rise to things. Rather than the long bang of predecessors. My personal business. This should content. That requires da 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 da. Heavy bolter. Rate of fire 8. But that would be 10, 20, 30, 40. That would be at absolute minimum 6 times 8 would be 12 times 4. It would be 48. Sure, that's not 50, but that's like much higher than one shot. Like chain sword. Oh. I do not know how I'm supposed to get such high profit factors. Or high. Power axe. It's like I have things better than this. Kazbalaka Michon. Precise bolter. See, this rate of fire is like 4. Torment bracelets. Fusion gun. Like, I'm not sure what trading with these people actually gives me, because they all turn out less good than the stuff I get myself. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Okay, so answer a new message. Says the one question having a relation with the hassle of this convenience. I thought to include some more urgent business. As you wish, Lord Captain. sector, Koronus Expanse, or cellular prophecy system. That's a return entry that is a Koronus Expanse has a da. So there's orders. Cost which is a Gota. Gosh, They never get a look at it, still got that one time, which I really can't look at the observation changes. So I lead Satan now, so they go to trying to start across the canvas. No, so there's a thing on the picture, kind of stuff. Called out to Lady Cass. So, that's Sir, it's bullseye in the painting. I have seen it. And recording. That's a surgery. It's a surgery material. There's called to action. Again, the shrieks of sirens, the planet of shudders, and the distant hum of war regiments, the unknown of the captain and Saint Davis. Towards our creatures on living calves, how I regret the lays in our throat. Horror and painting. Lord Captain. Snatch a dagger. I shall directly the living was and yet the painted house. That's a kind of way pulling this. So that was like pulling that had to create it. Ensara will find a gigantic, boundless willingness, fire of hell, lightless, the willing of Lord Sherman is 190 so it's not the everywhere, I thought it was most cool. Lord Captain. Close their eyes. I drift in the weightlessness. Inside those doors. Until I floated from right out of the wild scene where sunscreen on the look at the regular so responded to his sister. I remember Sarah. So the abyss towards the screams. Trying to hide them, I was running the abyss. The next one I saw too, and that was good. That's one of the figures that naturally gone was small. In a strange maroon mist. So also because he's stricken to torment. Not sure that I've seen this head already, so rage directed towards the moving drew close to the figures. When settles on the just kind of steams of dragon toward them, it's just spacing out the look kind of see the guard shit along. Dead navigator, cast stress on Chase screen. You can't lie, yes, you saw, yes, guess how you was off my tell you what shit child, God child, limit to me. Says Cassia looked excited, so coming with those because of this, I saw colors of cheese. Instead of on, no, you are to Tiffany yourself. No, you crave. I saw this as I sent me again again. Without you, I will never allow you to become me. She's not reality in this battle. Addition to fight. Navy Galaga, navigate to fight the monster to the bitter end. I tried not just like his cash, but just see to find this and it has a language on the other it's in the face and that's just in a rage. But there's another on the other I saw that as I'm Brian language over blade tasting spectre as happening. The lay navigator graced the look at them with a tired smile. The report of Virtual turned out to be his transfer has a cast the reason over to our house, but the truth of planet failure is time to test that cursed place. Cassie took the rear's chance and guided her to the room is not the painting. Their conscious rooms and 20 times their distance. This is their translation of the weapon system. Augur's anomaly. Burning world. Ah, weird sun. Star. Everyone looks different from the rest. There are lines of lumen. It's a endless ocean of crimson and gold. Blair, these were natural gas tint fire, different color. Now you know delivery hours, these locations on the stairs underground constructions. Ah, it's a crown world. God damn it. Okay, where? House of Sailing need not know what is taking place here. The daggers are finding out this where it is. The last experiment released in the south out of the cloud, those short reason, it does, we shall carry on, as we measure and plant the power fence, wheels power, breath, all the navigators who person, turn the energy when you listen to them about decline. I'm tired of counting the dead. We have no place among those who witness the Atlas. The ability to ground manifold comes in the use control, control and more effective at resisting the ruinous influence of the warp. It is all or nothing. Today is the day when my work is completed, and the Star Wars Atlas takes us home. The Seth Atlas always undergone the original is me. The Atlas that controls them all. Today I become the greatest novator in the history of Australia, or I turn to nothing. This power is beyond compare. All it took was a whim to make the wretched Sethalas fall dead at my feet. It is if I had a second heart beating in my chest, subject the ability to touch it. Now regrettable is that this power only extends to those sudden narratives themselves. And now I'm a creature who will get to all children will get to another initiation. I will match our greatness. The high neighbors Kansas were 2 years for the Celtics from hundreds of years ago.
I always keep my options open.
The Spanish living from a long night cloud on the cogitator screen. Not spooky at all. There's presents, there's consequences of machinery and supplies.
A space wolf never fails in their duty.
So I also know their temples. So they're looking for something they could just not find.
Was that supposed to be a challenge?
Is there money to be made?
Cruder rock has fallen. Its remains hidden in the darkness of the Expanse. All that is left for me to do now is to follow the one who allowed me to walk this path to the end.
Good riddance to you, inhuman. All Father willing, we shall see more than one of your godly craft worlds blazing under our shorts.
There we go.
Both strong and wise is Ulfar.
Wow. Wow, Ulfar. Way to be a dick. Eldari Chainsword. Kane's Revenge.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
My success was inevitable.
Ah, good. I thought.
Skitna, a failure. Was that supposed to be a challenge?
Ooh. Chorus of Battle. Plasma Ring. Grenadier's Fact. Whoa, 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 whoa. It acts like I can search, but I can't actually. It's weird. I don't get how this game works. How this game is supposed to work if I... Also, where's the thing I got? The bolter I got them. Surely I have it somewhere? Oh, there it is. Huh. Anyways, enough of that. Oh, this looks bad. No matter, it's a small price, but has the chains of tyranny. Be gone, renegades! Let's go your way, child. Oh, this is church. Those ideas of blind fools. What's happening? Ah! Well... Well... What's that, renegades? Dan, Xenos is not the program we struck. Throne smite you. Is that a skin so that there is gold on contempt? What is this? The rogue train of the child of the trap set by Xenos? Tries to receive the great region Aranto. I tried to send this after your vessel. I too wish to be enlightened about what's happening here. You start the right trying. So the son is a speech monk, Kai. The final act will soon be full. You'll pay what they deserve. Save one way to pressure your strings. Why this is the should be? Why is the pressure? I'm suffocating. Yeah, I'm Monkai who sees the shadow. The paint of your body and soul. Pathetic sensational. So you was very merciful. Taint? You mean Alice? Xenos traitor? Science traitor! Say rather than ask what is rather. How dare you? This is impossible. What is this place? We call this as Crone Worlds. They can take as long as one time back on the ground or unite peoples from a galaxy and others. A world beneath the first stars, an unblighted world. I'll come to find one. I have nothing to add to the Galactus words under my intelligence a cursed troop, Monkai. What is the taint you speak of, Xenos? You not see it? You Monkai discovered the ground, you tainted your crude technology, despoiled our relics, ruined all of the last stone, but worst of all, you sold the souls of our ancestors reposed in a sacred vessel, the spirit monolith. He points the finger at the Miraculously, so that the spirit on our titans grow in our weapons. Like a sea of bottomless blue. I didn't know that living things could exude such as saturated hues. I wish I could paint this such a different color. Sand, lava, and crystal. It's just a strange world in this place. It's consistent is coagulated. There's no giant heart is playing on his chest. His crystal clear is based on 100 darkness between with like a terrible illness. How did it navigate the house facilitate the spirit monolith? Experiments. This is where we should also conduct experiments to Symphony. No, it is not possible to control these either whether gone embers. No, all of this is any interest in the enemies of humanity. That's so, then why does every piece of finding this place about the house coast of arms? Open your eyes! Quiet. I'm surprised the truth behind your gaze through eyed Monkai, she seemed to Shael. I guess the moment I say it's the first of you, wretched. Beggars, yes, to destroy your own kin. I still waited in your eyes as cold. Or please, they're in this torrent. I knew we found it was a crone world. I only waited that they would lead me to it. Then your words, a fair master, troop master. You know your answer, Outcast. We have always known. What was that about? The answer always known? So that's why present my soul calls. That's why you're seeing the soul poisoning poison. There's a shot of the inside you, Malachi, just to prevent to make your ancestors suffer. Unless you are right, Outcast. The answers of the three I sought to command the powers of the spirit monolith, and yet they saw a failure time and they counted again. And should they discover a way to harness the power, a terrible way, torturous and unforgivable. They shattered the monolith into many shards of the souls within, and then they placed the shards of the spirit monolith inside their bodies to empower their abilities. I never wish to learn such harsh truths about my own house. Neither Theodora nor Notice are infallible. We are powerless as our ancestors. You say as you wish to soothe me. You are more than just a tyrant's heir. You're a successful mad heretic. A betrayer of the faith. You must destroy you and Atlas once and for all. You think it's so easy, don't you, Monkai? When you die, your souls become cats inside the spirit monolith. This process is ranging your heart to our ancestors. It says the monolith is gods of the Aeons. It's equal as the souls of your dead. The more Monkai souls the monolith souls, the more volatile it becomes. The Eldari and the Monkai spent many a dance pattern in the monolith, and its integrity is waning. You sense it too. And for your ancestors, the pain is separate the Monkai tank from the spirit monolith. My troop is here to perform more that. We will pay. By saying the final act of the stage-long tragedy begins. The Monkai players access this world stage. The Atlas must be destroyed. I don't know what will advance the dialogue. Is there no way to separate the negative souls from those harming one or the other? You don't gotta discard interest in the final dance. What do you say to the Xeno's assertions? I cannot change that as true, nor can I change that my house is found out of the grace willing to say this. Yes, well, I'll change my kin and mine. You suggest mankind change the future together. That's what I like the audacity. Go on. My Atlas. You can free the fans so guide them to my Atlas. The Dixon will have the stars on the path. The white glass will also their forebears. Okay, my lead. The shots on the nations of everyone gone to time. How do you intend to return them? I shall use that samurai sessions connected spirit moth and exercise shots my areas on the cellar. That's not my birth, but that's only the condition cannot be reversed. This is creation through testing and science. I have lived over, as I said that I can recreate those and souls and save my people's lives. Cassia are really capable of this? I can't remember before. Southern humans will get this edge all going with us. I second Lady Cassia's proposal. I'm willing to try, Monkai. No! I will destroy that the child's wish list of your true experience. You cannot comprehend. You're just the future Novatora House of Celio. One to survive the master of your Arc 5. Is willing to follow the Palace of Dragonis. Restore a House of Celio with scant time to this area. While you spend years destroying within. You just want to pass the tendencies of the true Atlas of Road Transat. You're still going over there, don't you? Young ignorance? You know, I shall forgive you your insolence. House of Celio is always going to don't have to me. Novatora to me. That's that, my lady. Are you done with your performance, Monkai? Instead, I do not interrupt. No violence needed. So. I can feel it again. The tranquility. Ancestors are peace and currently days of others or this world. Remember our agreement, Ancestors. Anything against place so you can give us the shots. Navigants or a wild Monkai. Well, you heard them. Let's just gather up all.
I have failed my kin.
Damn it. Never mind. Let us be gone.
Let us not dawdle.
How nice of you to grace me with your presence. I was just thinking back to our journey to the Palace of the Atlas. That is, to the world of Xenos. Remembering that most reckless act has enveloped my mind in a whole palette of hues. But when I think of the great risk you took for House Orcelios and my own sake, an azure shawl instantly descends on my shoulders, and amber sparks flash inside my soul. Please accept my sincerest gratitude.
I do. So, now you're full-fledged Novatora House of Celio?
You of all people should know that succession is a lengthy and tiresome process. While my entire house is busy preparing for a grand council at which I am to ceremonially inherit the late Tisiphane's title, I have decided to remain by your side. To relish just a little more of this carefree liberty. For as soon as I am summoned to do my duty, we must say our farewells.
What awaits navigators of our house now?
The Xenos have managed to free the souls of our ancestors from their confinement. The memory and wisdom of those that came before us will serve our house, helping build upon the ruins of the present a firm foundation for generations to come. I believe in that, as I believe in the divine light of the Emperor.
So the entire power of the Ashes is in the Novator's hands?
I suppose so, if by power you mean priceless knowledge. As for the special powers granted by the Xenos souls, the navigators of House Orselio will once again have to contend with their own bodily and spiritual limitations. However, I am undaunted by the prospect, for our line and our gene have never been weak. House Orselio will succeed, and soon we will rise again, draped in white and gold.
Very well.
Of course, I will try to answer any questions you have.
Tell me about yourself.
I am a part of House Orselio, an ancient dynasty of the Navis nobility. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the Segmentum Obscurus and reach all the way from the Koronus Expanse to Holy Terra.
Listen in silence.
And uniting the Imperium's thousands of worlds. House Orselio is bound by commercial pacts to houses Galeatis, Ortina, Drotus, and... There is a dark blue knot tightening on your neck, Lord Captain. I can see my reply is not satisfying your thirst for knowledge. What is it you desire to hear exactly?
I would like to know personally, not your family.
You wish to know about me? I suppose I can help you with that. What would you like to know?
So you never really know than the Uruk 5?
Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orselio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures.
Tell me about your life on the station.
My stay on the station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty. Astromancy, astrography, numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, Great Regent Alronto would come to the station. He would entrust his beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well.
Did you have friends? So you could turn to a simple conversation, a discussion, and a lecture?
The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit planet once. I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused, and died soon after. The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste precious time on idle chatter. Aside from them, there were only servants on the station. And you know they have their vocal cords removed, so they cannot break their vow of silence. And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish. Apologies, I meant noisy. The rabble don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing. Why do you allow such a lack of restraint? Rogue traders are highborn, are they not?
You may find it. I will cannot mean to just because of the power to do so when the Carters do look after their subjects.
Your words sound amazingly blasphemous. If a ruler's duty dictates the need for violence, would dispensing it not be their responsibility? I will contemplate your answer in solitude.
Your third eye. Do you always conceal it?
The navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the warp's ruinous shine falls upon, and therefore it is the symbol of our power. We are the guiding stars of humanity, found worthy of an uncommon gift, and one of the duties that we bear is to guard our eye, even from wayward glances that may bear evil. Besides, I am aware that lesser servants of the Imperium may find our appearance repulsive. The navigator gene twists the features the rabble are used to seeing, and the magnificence of our role cannot be grasped by their feeble minds.
You're a beautiful Cassid. Do not let anyone or anything consider you otherwise.
You are much too kind to me, Lord Captain. Allow me, for my part, to note the beauty of your shoulders? Yes, your shoulders. Pray let us change the subject.
How's it feel the guy that's with the warp?
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Elronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself
Don't let
to me.
anyone tell you.
But everything changed when I
When the
found
Fire
my
Nation
own
attacked.
key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
I noticed that your love of painting is reflected in your speech as well. You associate it with so many edges, hues, and colors.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world.
I see. Why don't we talk about something else?
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
What does your special sight reveal?
Sister Argenta shines like a guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her, seemingly inexplicably. However, I see a dark and ugly fog billow behind her, contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is hardly aware of it. Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at. Whenever the Seneschal speaks, heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him. And in his rare moments of joy, a pure gleam of sunset pink caresses the souls of those near him. Out of your entire retinue, Lord Captain, he is the only one I would trust with my life. Reading Xenos' colors has always been a grueling challenge for me. The boundless palette of colors Iliad emanates is too painful to look at. Her hues are bright, blinding, unnatural, and very, very dangerous, Lord Captain. I would never entrust my safety to a being that screams so loudly and clearly of its alienness to human perception. I regret that I failed to see Iliad's designs through the prism of my own powers, Lord Captain. But now, I think I'm beginning to understand the Xenos' intentions a little better. Their lies, their fear, their fury. Now
Oh.
Iliad's colors are woven together in my eyes into a single garish tapestry of alien emotions. And though its shining makes my eyes bleed, I see the way Iliad dissolves into the whiteness of grief every time she speaks of home. And the way crimson flashes electrify the air every time her betrayal is mentioned. Jai continues to envelop herself in the variegation of her habitual masks, changing her colors at will like so many garments. But deep within her heart trembles a timid seedling the color of smoky lilies. It is grimy, burnt, and covered in ash. But it is genuine. Who knows? Perhaps one day Jai will allow it to grow and blossom. The fire of a rising sun illuminates Ulfar's face. A blaze so incandescent, it is painful to look at. But whenever the fire subsides, even for a second, at once an undercoat of dismal grayness and repulsive green haze envelops his shoulders. No one around him notices it. But I see. The colorful shards of stained glass have risen up and enveloped Magos Haneman in a swirl of speculations. The silvery glint of metal no longer conceals his anxiety, nor does his scarlet robe conceal his doubts. Behind the cobalt steel of his thoughts, behind the cold, faded gray of his emotions, an ember, the color of amber, glows in Master Van Calox's soul. So bright and warm, one is tempted to touch it. It is sad that the interrogator seeks to drown it with his own hands in the bottomless blue of duty. Sad indeed, but I can relate. Adira's emotions are like a maelstrom, bright, unbridled, enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or is it the Immaterium, Lord Captain?
This is where I must beg my leave.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you.
Alright.
Break free the bold from captors' grasp.
Alright, I haven't talked to you this whole time.
City's feeble dungeons, eternally disgracing. Flows now this saga in the hall of glorious feasting, where all extol the wolf mighty and the yet fatter cunning. I hope you're not going to put off the feast. Our escape demands a grand celebration.
What are you planning to do with your newly acquired freedom?
Find my pack. As we speak, they are likely performing some bloody service for Calcazar. For that reason, I want to have a word with the Inquisitor.
Why do you call me Et Veter?
This is the name given on Fenris to a pack father, a commander or captain. An Et Vater answers to a Jarl, the commander of a great company. Since you are the one who commands your crew, and I follow you at present, I am granting you the honored title of Et Vater.
I see.
You, of course, are a maiden, not a father. But we have no word meeting maiden commander in our tongue, as all space wolves are men.
Thank you for this honor.
Be worthy of it, and see that you do not disgrace this glorious rank.
Tell me you're... Your brothers, the Space Wolves.
Not everyone is granted the right to ask such questions. But you, I shall allow it. What do you want to know about the Astartes from the glorious Fenris?
Fenris, what is it like?
Fenris is home. A harsh land of harsh winters and harsh people. When comes the Hellwinter, a fearsome season of frosts, the merciless world sea freezes, and great white bears, snow wyrms, and ice trolls go on the hunt. Then, the murderous frost retreats, and boats of harpooners sail out to ply their craft, capturing sea snakes and krakens. And then comes the season of fire. Volcanoes awaken. Waves wash over whole islands, and only the land of Asaheim offers salvation to those whose blood and grit win them the right to live upon it. Clan fights clan. Crows circle over battlefields, and wolf howls rise up to the sky. That is my beloved home. There is no place in the universe like it. Tell me, Edfator, what is the most fearsome foe on Fenris?
For reasonless. Humans?
It is true that humans are more... The curse of the Wolfen is the most fearsome and most terrible foe on Fenris. In the heart of every brother, there lives a dark beast, bloody and forever ravenous. He hungers to kill, not for glory or duty, or his battle brothers, but solely for the sake of killing. For he who falls to that dark beast, there is no joy or thrill in slaughter. There is but dull rancor.
Who are the Space Wolves?
Vilka Fenrika. Our fearless Wolf King is Leman Russ, son of the All-Father. Our world is Fenris, and our home the Fang, which rises from the world's spine into orbit. We are the thunder in the bloody storm of battle that calls to us. That is who we are.
You veterans! Oh god. I gotta do it!
You are not wrong there. Every other
Yes, you
word
do.
out of a Fenrisian's mouth is wolf. But there is more to our spirit than grim destruction alone. In the Hall of Heroes, we hold feasts the likes of which you will see nowhere else. To thunder
Is
and
Wolf.
laughter, we raise
Wolf.
our horns, tell our sagas, and honor our glorious fallen. Though the body of an Astartes is built to be immune to the effects of drink, we invented a way around this taboo. The mjod we brew can overcome even our blood. It makes us drunk, and makes our feasts jovial occasions. Mjod. You can brew it nowhere else but on good old Fenris. No other world is home to such poisonous plants.
My curiosity isn't satisfied.
Should what I told you reach other ears, I shall take your tongue.
Answer a few questions about yourself.
Instinct bids me to remain silent. Such knowledge is not to be shared with just anyone. Only those who possess my complete trust.
How did you end up here?
What do you want to know? What brought the Space Wolves to the Expanse? Or how I ended up in the non-human's Dark City?
How did you come to the Koronus
An
Expanse?
inquisitor by the name of Kalkazar put out a call for aid. My
It's part of the time because of what Koronus requested. What did you do, old Inquisitor?
he saved our brother who had lost the pack and was unable to look after himself or the chapter's honor. Calcazar returned our brother to Fenris and kept secret the misfortune that had befallen him. The Jarl knew that the Inquisitor's actions were driven by opportunism and the desire to have us mighty warriors in his debt. But honor forced him to be hospitable to the stranger and swear an oath of friendship.
Why did the Space Wolf not trust Lord Inquisitor?
The Inquisition. Pah! Rats scurrying around the Allfather's house and ruling it in the Master's absence. Cowards they are. The last into battle, but the first on any war council. We saw what they were worth in the months of shame.
You never heard of the Months of Shame. It's probably something that Henry is in history. What are the Months of Shame?
An ancient strife. If you do not know of it, then you are not supposed to know.
I do not trust Calcazar. He is suspicious.
We also decided to be cautious. His words flowed like honey, and he seemed an honorable man. But lies always look like proof, don't they? That arrogant chief thought he could give us orders. But we wolves have always followed our own instincts and hunted in our own way. I wager that boiled his blood.
What do you know, Xavier, of Calcazar's plans and objectives?
In warm furs, the old man does shroud his body. In cloaks of secrets woven, shrouds the sly man his plans. To know his dire purpose, swallow not the words of poison, but his gristle.
I see.
This was a bleak saga, Edvator.
Why do you devour your enemies?
Why do you think?
Okay, so has to do with the Omniphagia, yes?
You are very well informed. Far more than a common mortal ought to be. Yes, it is true that I have gorged on the flesh of my enemies to reap the secrets from the steaming flavor of their meat. I have slain many Xenos and feasted on their flesh. My captors have watched me do it and taken glee in it, while I have been gathering information and planning my escape.
Must take my leave.
Fenris Yolda, et Vater.
Well, that companion quests. You. Let's. On footfall, yes. Let's make sure to show up with a good, with a retinue, with the right retinue. Oh my. Why are you so bad at everything? But athletics. You're like the most terrible Inquisitor ever. Like, you're supposed to be an interrogator and all you have is athletics? What the hell am I supposed to do about you? Tigers in general are just like funky. Like I don't know what to do about. And like I just don't know what to do with this guy. Let's just go.
Keep your wits about you.
Save. Calcazar! Apologies for the delay. I had something to work out with my navigator. Real important. The Lord Inquisitor engrossed the stunning stars and rewards of the return business life the status more well time. Greetings, your ladyship. Your timing is impeccable. Impeccable, you say? I thought I'd be late since I did something new. I started the back of the especially too. And the first time I was a cool grandfather's a new one, slightly steaming. First, I'm sorry, regally, and says Davos. Greetings, Inquisitor. You and I need to talk. Hello. Glory to the Emperor's angels of Fenris. Your words will be heeded, my lord. Outside the castle, I was not by his head. I am told you have business with me. I value your directness. Don't save us much time. Yes, there is something I must do. It's time for you to play your part to save the Koronus Expanse. Not to start a steam patronage for anything less. Yes, I can say sister. Thus, may your path be blessed. It is granted in the trial and endurance and the failed extinction of flames or your fortitude. Oh, there's a lot of things I can say here. You wish to speak to the Lord and Inquisitor Alpha. Indeed, you potentially are aid in fighting Xenos. We spilled much alien blood, but the wind of battle can be fired lost contact in my pack. Do you know where I can see my brothers, the beautiful Howl? I'm afraid not. According to my information position, they withdrew the battle raging the Expanse. Raging the Expanse. Differential to those guys. A dry edge. You lie. The beautiful Howl never runs from battle. Ulfos replied that the outrageous claim is surprisingly calm. Only the frosty chill of death born of his voice and carried across him makes everyone's hair stand on end. What do you mean by withdrew? Contrary to my request of contingencies, these no bargain objective known to me. There's been no word of them since. Sounds suspicious. That's how we wolves conduct ourselves. I can tell you no more. The Zuno are packed for not to report their plans and intentions to me. I'll be no match for Alice's tongue of ice. The coldness of Alice's voice frees the entire world. I can tell you no more. Is there a quick return not to report their plans and intentions to me? Why do you think they deferred their intention? I was in search for Brother Ulfa. It's common the knowledge of these find the ties of Brotherhood far more dealing ties that bind the other subjects of the Emperor. Is there any way you can help find them? No, I believe some of those ones better informed. And I don't know if it's on your ladyship. Oh. I shouldn't. I probably shouldn't mention. So what was the dispute between you and Cal? What was the dispute between Caligus and Winterscale about? Sorcerer didn't want to show off his summons and say God is expanse. To be the most burdensome kind, but my this has joined us on sanctions for a time. Why do you think he acted that way? Crossing ideas, lost in the protectorate. It's a rise to this one time ago. The Christian is how he enters his entourage. Did you try to discuss with him, or maybe said incendion on him? The impression occurred not skull. That's what some rude traders. Callus returned to the Calder of Fulfilled dinner. What's the discussion we had? Callus won the influence of Uranus' powers by putting an end to it. How curious, since all I only witness to Callus' trial, it was the best knowledge on the safety of the Expanse. You don't seem to care. Okay, he probably knows. I did hand over the Dark Eldar. You just get into accomplished, truly going through an exceptional performance. I don't know, I'm trying to tell you, like, what you're very close for. I answer the against is not part of the Xenos devious machinations. One of your acolytes, Emelina, accused you of the scene. I remember the particulars in question of how it was true, but again, yes, accolades and eyes was true, as well as I said on the Drakari. If I'm going raid, I thought I got the expense of those years of the transfers was a little interest to me. She's to my grandson as orthodox at the very least, and a rally to have it entirely beneficial. Accolade lied, Lichtenhardt had injured there's an inability to decide the advanced convention. It should have been my position to expel light following the present crisis. Fortunately, she is not, and Jakari never has so resting on doing around my fleets. Anyways, I had to say, despite easily motion pertaining to security reasons, is a should not privy to it. Though we know the record. Which can't have been consensus around that's not. Zyra Michael Alexander can his own rest. And is dead by my hand. Okay. I continue to trust you, knowing useful science must be disposed of. Indeed. Well, I hope I continue to trust you, knowing that useful science exhausted must be disposed of. Alicia, I was going to say, retreat should not spring days from us going forward and keep the content of this conversation private. Given the current state of affairs, I would have to treat such actions as subversive, so I think you guys are considerate silence. What's the current situation in the Expanse? The call of Dr. Cars around each other, saying Oscar's toil. I mobilized all the first order of the text, so we should start. Come on, look at the ship brigades. I know we're seeing this and going conflicts, experiences, commands, commission, or events. The situation is unstable, but I pretend I was prepared for this crisis. How we not our footing yet? That's probably the Drakari to act so brazenly. We're starting to think of the major political as it can take place in Comara, the calories, Tesla's authority, we're going to releasing rivals, maybe that's the Cabal side of things are supposed to be killed. Why is the cult of the followed on become more active? The warp is raging, the benefit signs of potential change, and crisis beget desperation. The most fertile ground for heresy. I believe the arsenal is something that time has come. This day is not. The profane scourges of the day in existence. I'm not trying to attempts to make sense of the blasphemous doctrine. Their pen to destroy themselves was destroyed. You have mobilized all forces. But not has found Valencius. I'm not saying before me. Well, your stats are you tell the darn cruel agents of this that's not for me, but that's not how your talents to scales. But you must have an ingenious plan to save the Expanse. It's such an plan that there's a secrecy. I see if I was like traveling as far as you encountered it. The clan shy is like a shaman Olympus. Surely you have a plan for this. I'm just saying, you. That's not my job. I want to make sure you're doing yours. I understand. I see that among the data surprise. More time than we have. What do you want from me? For sure, if you please. I mean, if he isn't aware, to my chagrin, the ability to influence does not number my talents. That's why I should have served my stead. I place trust on a very few people to understand. You will feel as if I was walking my shoes and taking a gaggle of quarrelsome blockheads to work together. As if I haven't been doing so this whole game. As if I haven't been doing so this whole game. You will reconquer Euphrates 2 for me. Pressure, another cat, this one that's gone cold. That's how just Clara and Calcus are just uttered. You will conquer Euphrates 2 for me. The esteemed Lord President is not with all pretense and politeness now. His orders no come from the Venera request. You will conquer. You will conquer Euphrates 2 for me. The esteemed Lord President is not with pretense and politeness now. His orders no come from To what do I owe such an honor? Can you tell me more about Euphrates 2? A sacred well that this mechanic is off limits to lay people. One of you does have to feel on the surface, or rather it was. Now it's crawling on the believers. Despicable woods is attacking the country raised in the cult of final dawn brought entire world to the planet. Registering a Sanctity Alpha priority mission. The scourge of the corrupted misbelievers reigning with massive merciless fills those faithful with anguish. Activating Auto Assassin Protocol. Alpha Red liberation of the sacred world. For many past house grants and sons of animes running to life. A dark blessing streak across the fabric. I sent my troops to the explorer forces laying siege to the world, but a rift occurred among the rebels. They need an authoritative general, and you are a perfect role. My confidence is not misplaced, I trust. Brought you to your phrase too out of interest. Transparent to learn secret intelligence. Poorly done. What force do you have in place of the commanders? Call mostly hires to take the world. There is one of those pilots of Delia. This is how pass on the trinket justice. So these are the feather common language. This team told all that odds of the conflict just down congregation officers and also on footing. The other heroes on the lack could cause these team militaries are showing support the offensive. I ran two fun goes Pastor let's test right your efforts. It's a fine suggestion, which I said gravely, Inquisitor. This is a lot of things antipathy. Whoever sent with themselves, they didn't just send their puppets. Clearly the stakes are high enough. You're along the coolest status for say to make a personal run phase 2. Corner for clients assault there. Major official business. Him I will just lead to you. Well, officially, you may decide your honor remains. No use to surrender. Consider it my gift. The situation, what I want with these two. The situation is clear. You're gonna do an arrival around these two. I'll smash the heretics. They're protects. The target says you're strong by the disposal. I'm counting your success. Ensara.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Well, that went as smooth as it can possibly be, I think.
I always keep my options open.
But it's been 2 hours now, so I will save and main menu. So the hopeless fight I thought I would have to do didn't occur, which is good. All things considered, we got a lot of character stuff, a lot of things done. But for now, this has been Agent Fox, aka Raziera, play Rogue Trader, and this is Raziera, signing off.